Every car really does need a device like this for the best security, and it's actually a really affordable investment as well. And what makes this GPS car tracking device so attractive is its OBD2 connection design, because there's nothing to wire up. You just plug this into the OBD2 port of your car, and it's ready to use. It's seriously as easy as that. Okay, the GPS tracker alarm has been triggered. Here is the notification message that it has sent me. It has also recorded and is still monitoring the current driving route of the car, the time and date the car was moved or stolen, and the current location of where I can find my car right now. And this is all live and accurate data as well. Seriously, car security does not get any better than this. Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, hello and welcome to the channel, and I hope you like today's video. If you like car technology content, then hit that subscribe button because that's what you're going to see on this channel. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing a cheap OBD2 car GPS tracking device, just to show you how good a cheap device like this can be for the security of your car. A lot of people don't actually understand how the features of a car GPS tracker work. They just have a GPS tracking system installed into their car, but then afterwards they don't test out all of the features. They just hope that it will send a message to their phone if something happens, such as the car gets stolen. And it will, but it can do even more than that as well. But it needs to be set up correctly to do it. And for it to be set up correctly, it's very important to understand exactly how it works first. And of course, if it ever stops functioning, or there is a problem, you will also be able to resolve any of these problems yourself. I'm also doing this video just to keep the car tech content on this channel mixed up a little bit as well. I like to have a variety of car tech on this channel, rather than just constantly reviewing the same products every week. This gets boring for me and also for you, the viewer, as well. So I thought this video would be good for the channel, as GPS trackers are not something I review very often at all. I've actually been installing and experimenting with car GPS trackers for years, as I'm actually a really big fan of car security tech as well, as you can tell from some of the other videos on this channel. Okay, so this is the GPS tracker that I'm going to be reviewing today. And as I mentioned, it's just a cheap device, so therefore it doesn't actually have a name either. But I'm going to call it the GPS 50 car tracker, and that's because the name GPS 50 relates to the web interface that you can also use with it as well. So the GPS 50 car tracker is a GPS tracking device that works on the 4G network. And yes, as you can see, this one is also an OBD2 controlled device as well. So installing it is super easy, as it just plugs into the OBD port of your car. So it's just a plug and play device, which makes the installation nice and simple, as there are absolutely no wires to connect to your car's electrical system at all. The GPS 50 tracker will work on any vehicle with a 12 to 36 volt power supply, and that of course also has an OBD2 port as well. So yes, it will also work on the heavy duty trucks as well as cars. It does also have a built-in internal battery as well, which is kept charged through the OBD2 port at all times. So if the device is unplugged by a car thief, it will still operate by itself as a standalone device as well, which of course is a very important feature to have with a device like this. And if it is unplugged, you will also receive a notification on your phone about this as well. Auto power off is another built-in feature with this device as well, so after 5 minutes of inactivity, the device will go into standby mode to save power. Now of course you can track the location of your vehicle with this device using either an app on your smartphone or tablet, or through any web browser on your PC or laptop as well. Multiple vehicles can also be set up and used through the same app, but you will need an account to be set up to do this, and that needs to be set up by the supplier themselves, which is generally how all these GPS trackers work. For single users, you just log into the app or web interface using the IMEI number, which is located on the side of the device on a sticker here, but I've actually just removed that for security reasons. If your car is interfered with while it is parked, push notification alerts are sent straight to your phone through the app. These can of course also be disabled individually if required, but I would not recommend doing that. And yes, audible sound notifications are also supported by the app as well, so your phone can beep when it gets an alert. The tracking information from the tracker is automatically updated every 15 seconds and then sent to the app for you to view. The device is said to have a position accuracy range of up to 10 meters, which I have tested out for myself, and it is definitely very accurate as well. In fact, the accuracy is quite impressive when compared to a lot of other GPS trackers, which can sometimes be slightly inaccurate. Setting up the GPS tracker is easy and just requires you to insert a micro SIM card into the top of the device and then activate it. Of course, to be able to communicate with the tracker and get alerts, you will also need credit applied to the SIM card as well. Generally, no manual APN setup should be required because it should be done automatically, or depending on your communication provider, of course. None of the other connection settings should need to be touched either and can be left alone. So I'll just clip that top back on. Okay, the tracker has two status LEDs on the front of it. The orange LED, which when permanently on means you have a successful connection with your communication provider. The blue LED, when permanently on, means you have a successful connection with the satellite. So if both LEDs are permanently on, then your device is successfully connected and ready to use. So now you can just plug it into the OBD2 port of your car, and then the next step is to send an SMS text message from your phone to the tracker to bind the device to your phone number. That is the number of your actual phone, not the number of the tracker SIM card. Apart from that, nothing else is required to be set up. But please do remember to change the login password in the app, as that is very important for the security. The tracker is now controlled by you sending SMS text messages to it. And yes, it can also be reset through SMS as well if there is ever a problem. I personally have not had any problems with it at all and have found this device to be very reliable. As for the security of your car, when compared to an actual car alarm with a built-in paging system, the tracker is in some ways better than the car alarm in regards to the way it notifies you of a problem, because unlike a paging system, which generally only has a communication range of up to 1 kilometer, the communication range of the tracker is endless and can notify you of a problem from absolutely anywhere. When in use, this GPS tracker will tell you a lot of information about the location of your car. For example, the start-stop status, which displays how long the car has been either parked or has been moving for. Of course, along with this feature, you also are told the status of your ignition as well, in regards to whether the ignition is on or off. The time and date are always displayed as well, including the direction the car is heading, as it also has a built-in compass feature as well. But most importantly, it will also tell you the physical address of where the car is located, as well as show it to you on the map. And from my testing with this device, all of this information is very accurate. At the moment, I am currently parked on the side of the road at the beach, and so this accuracy is 100% correct. The GPS 50 tracker also keeps a history log of where you have been as well. It has both a mileage and parking report. It can be viewed through the app. It actually even also has a really other cool feature, which is the driving route playback feature, which you access through the history tab, and then you tap on the play button. And as you can see, it will now give you the driving route of the car, which is actually a pretty cool feature. This is a feature that you would find commonly with things like dash cams and stuff like that, but of course not without the live camera footage that the dash cam will give you. Now, in regards to the security of the car, there are two main features you get with that. And those are, first of all, the first feature is the vibration alarm. It does also have a vibration sensor built into the device as well. So how this works is when your car has been sitting for approximately 5 minutes of inactivity, the tracker will go into standby mode. If a vibration is detected, such as an impact to the car, or the car is broken into and attempted to be started, when the car is parked, of course, you will receive a push notification to your phone, and it will also save a copy of this message in the message center of the app as well, with the time and date it was received. It's important to remember though that the vibration alarm feature will only work when the car is parked and with the ignition off. The second security feature you get is geofence alarms. A geofence alarm can be set up for the entry into or exit from any location, or both. And this feature works really well with this device as well. For example, when a geofence alarm is set up and you are exiting a location, you will first receive a push notification to tell you that the car is currently at the set location. And this is good, as this also works as a confirmation that the geofence alarm has been enabled and is active. Then when your car leaves the area of the set location, you will receive another push notification to alert you about this as well, as I will demonstrate to you now. Click on save. Okay, I have just set up a geofence alarm that will send me a notification if my car moves within 100 meters outside of the current location that it's parked at now. I will just turn the display off to make it easier for you to see the notifications come through. I do also have audible notifications enabled as well, so you might hear it make a beep on the phone, but because my car has so much other tech on it as well, you may not hear it as well. But anyway, let's just try this out and see what happens. It's about 5 o'clock, so it's a real busy time of day to try and go anywhere. Okay, let's go. There's one notification that's come through now. So I'll pull over when I get a chance, then we can see what's happened. Okay, so this here is the notification I have just received from the app telling me that my car has moved from the last location where I set the geofence from. So this is exactly what would happen if your car got stolen as well, of course. And as you can also see in the app by this dark blue line, it also shows you the route that the car has traveled from the last location as well. And it will continue to monitor this route until you cancel the geofence alarm. It also tells you where the car is right now, as it gives you the physical address. And by the way, this address is 100% exactly perfectly correct, right to the exact number, as I am currently parked outside a house with number 29 written on the wall. So yeah, this geofence has been successful, very successful. And you're definitely going to be able to find the car again, as you have the exact address where the car is now. And if it moves again, you can just continue to monitor the route through the app. And this will give you give the police more than enough time to respond and hopefully return your car back to you again as quickly as possible. Now, it's important to note that to set up a new geofence alarm, the car must be parked and in standby mode again for it to acknowledge a new alarm has been set. You cannot set up a geofence alarm with the ignition turned on or when driving. The app does not need to be running in the foreground for this to work, as you've already seen, but of course it will always be running in the background, as that is the way the app has been designed to work. The phone display can also be turned off, as you again have already seen, and you can also have your phone in your pocket or bag as well. You don't need to be actively using your phone. You will still receive the notifications at any time. But of course, I would highly recommend enabling audible alerts, as hopefully you also heard before, so you don't miss out on any important notifications from the app. Now, just to show you a quick example of the reports that I mentioned earlier, this feature is actually nothing special. It just keeps a record of the time and date, which is useful. So if we go into more, then we go into reports. If we choose the mileage report, as you can see, for example, on the mileage report, it has just calculated and logged the mileage that I have covered in the period. For example, on the 9th of May, I drove 34.44 kilometers and I made 5 pit stops that day. And the parking report is the same type of thing again. It just shows you the times of all my pit spots, the duration period for each of them, and the coordinates as well. Now, just to show you another example of the alarms triggered that were recorded when I set up the geofence, as you can see here, in the message center of the app, these are all the alarms that were triggered from the geofence alarm. So, as you can see, it has detected the location, exit and entries, the vibration alarm, has triggered several times as well, and it has also detected me unplugging the tracker from my OBD2 port as well. So as you can see, everything has been well recorded and logged, and this does prove how good a device like this really is for the security of your car as well. A GPS tracker seriously is a great investment, and an affordable one as well, that any car really should have. Another feature this tracker has built into it is the send command engine shutdown feature. So you just tap on send command. Using this feature, if the car has been stolen, you can simply just tap on cut off oil and the car's engine will shut down, as this feature is designed to disable the car's oil pump. Tapping on the restore oil button again will then re-engage the oil pump once you have found the car, allowing the engine to then be started. However, this feature will only work if it's supported by your particular car. It definitely is not supported by my car, so tapping on either of these will not do anything with my car. And unfortunately, there's going to be a lot of other cars this feature is not going to work with either, because this is mostly governed by the communication protocol being used by the car and how it's been set up to work with the car. Anyway guys, that is how this OBD2 GPS Car Tracker works. And for such a cheap device, I must admit it's actually quite a good little device as well. And it's reliable. At the time of this review, it's going to cost you about 35 New Zealand dollars. Of course, with a device like this, you also have the cost of the SIM card itself and the monthly credit on top of that as well. Depending on how much you use the security features of this device though, that will determine how much that is going to cost you. But it's generally a very minimal amount and may not always necessarily be a monthly cost either. The fact that this device is just plug and play is a huge advantage, as it makes it so easy to set up on any vehicle and for anyone to do. The most difficult part to setting up this device is connecting it to your communication provider, and that is also very easy to do as well, and in my opinion. The most common complaint I have from people trying to set up a GPS tracker is that they can't connect to the satellite, and this is usually due to there being no credit on the SIM card. So just as a final reminder, a GPS tracker like this cannot be set up if you have not added any credit to the SIM card. It simply just will not work. Obviously, with GPS tracking devices, there are a lot of options to choose from these days, and this, in my opinion, is definitely an option worth considering. Anyway guys, that now brings us to the end of another video, and thank you so much for watching. I will put a link in the description area below for anyone who is interested in purchasing this device. If you liked this video or found it helpful, then please like, share, comment and subscribe to the channel, where you can watch even more videos, which I upload every week, and I hope to see you all in the next video.